Hello everyone, it's Carrie. How are you? I am going to talk to you today about the energy of money. And I was just thinking just before I sat down here, the title probably should be Your Energy Around Money, because that's really what it's going to come down to. But we're going to have some fun talking about this. I think it's a really important topic to pay attention to right now during the holidays, where everybody feels like money's just flying around and going out the door. I'm going to get started in just a second. I want to share this into my group. I want to make sure that I'm going live first and you can see me too. So if you're jumping on while I'm doing this, please go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're calling or watching from. And looks like this is a little bit slow right now. I hope you guys can see me okay. It looks like it's taking a little bit of time to get started. For those of you who aren't in my group yet, it is called Feng Shui for Joy, Ease, and Prosperity. And I'm going to share this into that group. There's a lot of other videos in there that are done separately, so you can get some more information. So, one second. Sorry, this is taking forever. It is just starting to snow here again. We got about 8 inches the other day, and it's snowing again. I don't think we're going to get too much this time, but it's a little bit early for us this year. So anyway, hi Teresa, how are you? Thanks for joining in. So I think that's working. I'm just going to check and make sure it's going on the other page. Yeah, this is a big topic right now, money, right? Everybody we're spending a lot of money because it's the holiday season, and there's a lot of opportunities to donate money and to be charitable. And so money's on everybody's mind right now. And this question actually came up yesterday when I did the Q&A session, and somebody had asked about Feng Shui for your wallet. And I had answered that question is answered in the video that you can find from yesterday. But there is a way to feng shui your wallet, and there is a way to treat money differently so that you're attracting more of it. And I wanted to talk about that today. Money is one of those things that people can kind of have a negative relationship with. And we're going to talk about that because that is really, really important in, I guess, attracting what it is, defining what it is that you attract. So the first thing I want to say is that money is energy. We get so caught up in the fact that, we don't have it, we want more of it, we're spending so much of it. It becomes this thing that seems like it's so hard to get, or that we're separated from, but really it is just energy. It's just like everything out there, and the situation that you're in financially is there because of your own energetic vibration. It's what you've attracted to you at this point. So it's really all about shifting your vibration in order to attract something different. And if you think about money as energy instead of that really big, scary, challenging, difficult, hard to manage thing, it becomes a lot easier and a lot lighter to deal with and to think about. And that immediately shifts the energy around it and makes it easier to attract more to you. So money is just energy, right? And we are, if you feel like what you want is over here and you're here and you can't get to it, it's really just a shift in alignment, right? It's shifting your own vibration to realign with it. And so money might be here and you want more of it. You just got to make a few different subtle shifts sometimes to help you to get in alignment, to step into the flow of it. When we're talking about money and feng shui and energy and chi flow, it's also related because we're talking about how energy is flowing and whether it is getting to you. Like, the energy source itself is getting to you. But when that energy flows, it is bringing all the things you want with it, because all the things you want are also energy. So, opportunities and health and money and love, those are all things that are just energy and that you can align with energetically. And I'm going to share some ways that will help you hopefully make some adjustments that make money easier for you. The first thing is, I think a lot of people will tend to ignore money or be afraid of it, right? So I can remember, I mean, I've been there. So, avoiding opening up the bank account, opening up the statement and seeing what the balance is. Or avoiding opening up mail, kind of having that sinking feeling in your stomach, in your heart, as you open up the statement and are getting ready to see what is in, what the balance is and whether or not you've overdrawn or anything like that, right? It seems like an intimidating, scary thing that we just want to avoid. But that is just sending the wrong message to the universe. What we really want to do is flip the switch and say, I love money, and I'm going to look at it and appreciate it and be grateful for whatever amount is there, and that energetically helps you call in more. So show the universe that you care about it, and I'm going to give you some thoughts about how to flip the switch on this and make it easier and send a different message to the universe so that the universe starts putting more of it in front of you. Even as I was getting ready to do this talk today, I went to reach into a back pocket of my purse and I found some cash that I didn't know I had, right? And money's on my mind today. I've been making notes about this talk that I was going to give today all day long. So money, I'm thinking about it. I've been paying attention to it. I've been putting thoughts down on paper about it. And suddenly there's money that I found that I forgot that I had. So this is a really powerful process, and it never fails to surprise me when I start putting energy into stuff like this and then suddenly see that it shows up for me. So I've proven it to myself time and time again, and that's why I'm sharing it with you here, because there's proof in it, and you'll see if you can make these subtle shifts and start shifting your focus a little bit and changing your vibration around the energy of money, you will start to see a different result. And that's what I want for you guys, especially around the holiday season. Who couldn't use a few extra dollars, to be found that wasn't expected? So the first thing I would say is, just like that bank statement, focus on what you do have. Open up that statement, look at it, celebrate that there's a little bit of money in there or a lot of money in there, whatever's there. Celebrate it, pay attention to it, give it some love, give it some attention. Whatever you put your energy, attention, and focus on, you attract more of. So put energy on the money that you have, that exists for you right now. It's a tendency to focus on, the bill that needs to be paid, or the fact that you don't have enough money to pay the bill that you know is coming, instead of focusing on what you have right now, and that today, in this moment, in this breath, you have enough to get by, and that everything is okay. And when you start shifting that and paying attention to what you do have, I'm telling you, you're gonna notice more of it. So pay attention to that. Let's see. My eyesight's getting pretty bad these days. So and the other thing is that you want to honor and respect and love the money that you do have. So it's not just, knowing it's there and, thinking about it that it's there. How can you celebrate it? How can you honor it? How can you appreciate it in the highest regard? Money is a sacred, symbol. It's an exchange of energy, and it's a really powerful tool and powerful thing, and so treat it that way, right? If you are the kind of person who shoves money into your wallet and jams it all in, and the cash is mixed in with the coins, which is mixed in with the receipts, and you can never find what you need in your wallet, you are not honoring and respecting and celebrating the money that you have. You're really not respecting it. And the universe notices that, right? And the difference is that if you take the money out and you separate it and you kind of flatten it all out and organize it and make it neat, and organize the coins and take the receipts out, which are a totally different kind of energy than money, then you're raising the vibration instantly of the money that's there. So, and that's an important thing, because again, money is energy and we want to attract more of it. So raising its vibration and our vibration around the money is a powerful part of that process. Let me think. I got this great tip a couple years ago, and I can't believe I never put it into play beforehand. I always used to carry my money with the smallest denomination up front. So if I had my wallet stacked and I opened my wallet, I would see all the ones and then the fives and then the tens and then the 20s. And somebody suggested that I flip that, and so that I see the 20s first, the bigger denominations first. It is huge. It's so huge in your mental mindset around how much money you have. So that one simple shift is a really powerful energetic shift that you can make. Suddenly you're opening your wallet and you're seeing the highest denomination and you're seeing the biggest amounts there, and that shifts your whole perspective, right? So that's a really important tip. I hope you guys will go clean your wallets after we talk and clean out your purses today. Especially if you've been doing lots of shopping this holiday season and you've got, lots of receipts and other things. Those receipts are, they're powerful in their own way, in that they are representing what we've been able to purchase and what we have. However, they're kind of past money, so you want to take that out of your wallet. Sandy says, you just reorganize your wallet while you're listening. Thank you. That's awesome. That's really good. And it feels better too. Like when you're going in to grab some money, it feels really good, and it makes you think a little bit more and take the moment to appreciate what you do have, because you're not fumbling around and looking for something that you can't find. There is a big energetic difference between credit cards, between checks, and between money. And I've thought about this a lot. For me, money, like I've held them all in my hand and kind of had a little connection, heart-to-heart connection with each of them. And for me, money feels so much more powerful and more empowering than actual cash does, than a check does, or especially than a credit card does. Credit cards to me feel a little bit risky, and it feels like other people's money, like not my money to really be spending. And that's really the truth in it, because when you use a credit card, you're really borrowing money. And even a debit card, if you notice the difference, pay attention to how the energy of those two items feels. It really does feel different. So if you can slowly over time pay attention to that and start to use the one that feels better energetically to use, that will also really help you in shifting your vibration around money. Suzanne asks, what about accepting money that's ripped? Yeah, I love my crisp, clean bills. So if you're able to ask somebody to switch the money out for you, I think that's a great thing to do. There's nothing better than holding that crisp, clean cash in your hands. And it does feel a little bit used and energetically heavier when it's a really worn dollar bill or denomination. Money is something that picks up energy very easily. So even cash really is something that it transfers hands all the time, and it is picking up the energy of all the people it's passed through. So it is something that holds other people's energy. And there's another whole thought to it. A lot of people really think of money as bad, it's like money is the root of all evil. So do some mindset work around that if you have a tendency to think of money that way, and see if you can shift and see how empowering money can be, and how change and transformative having money can be. If you have money in your hand, you have the power to create change and to change other people's situation as well. So it really is a powerful tool. If you can do that mindset shift around what money is, and that it is good, and that it is powerful, and that it is, it's like potential in your hands. it will really make a difference in the whole energy of money again. And also, it's not a bad idea to do some smudging or clearing of money every once in a while and clear your wallet. Just an energetic clearing of the cash and your wallet that you're carrying, because you can get rid of all that energy that other people are passing on to the money that you're now holding. So Teresa says, you're doing what you used to, bills in the ascending order, changing it now. So the highest denominations will face you. Perfect. That is so good. It was such a transformative tip for me to receive, and I love sharing that, and it makes a big difference. Every time I look in my wallet, it's like, oh, look at that. You know, it makes you feel really good when you notice that higher denomination first. Okay, so, all right, here's an important one. You need to show money that you love it, right? And if you're fearful of it and avoiding it, you're not showing it that you love it. And if you think about money like a friend or like a partner, you will you can see the difference, right? So think of it as somebody that you're in a relationship or that you want to be in a relationship with. Maybe it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you want to spend more time with that person. And if you're like, it's like money, you want to spend more time with money, you want more money to come to you, you want that person to come to you so that you can be together because they make you feel good. But if you're in that state where you're like, why aren't you here? Why haven't you shown up? I don't trust you, which is a lot of the feelings that people have around money. You're actually sending that person away from you, right? If you were to do that with a potential partner, they would run in the other direction as far as they could from you. And they wouldn't want to be around you. So when you have those lack of trust feelings, or that fear or doubt or worry, or that clinginess to money, you're really energetically actually deflecting it away from you. And that's a powerful shift you can make. If you know, all of these things where you are celebrating money and appreciating money and honoring money and being happy with what you have, are powerful shifts that you can make that, you know, are in opposition to that. Why aren't you here? I doubt you're going to be here. I don't trust that you are good. All those things. If you think of money in terms of a person or a relationship that you would want to have, it makes it a lot easier to see the ways that you're energetically deflecting it away with your limiting beliefs and mindset issues around money itself. So it's a big change that you can make to see money in a different way. I see there are some questions coming up, so let me go see if I can see them. Let me see. I gotta get to the right page here. So Suzanne asks, what about smudging the whole wallet with everything inside to transmute any bad energy? Yep, absolutely. I've done that. I think it's a great idea. Clearing the energy of what you've been carrying around is a really powerful process. Here's another tip, you guys. I got this from another Feng Shui practitioner several years ago, and I actually carry a little tiny pouch of salt in my wallet. And it's there because salt is a very energetically powerful clearing tool. And so I keep the salt in my wallet. I change that out every once in a while, and that to me is absorbing the negative energy of the money that I put into my wallet and, you know, the transactions that take place. So give that a try, smudging or carrying salt in your wallet. Let's see. Susie asks, how about fresher, newer wallet versus an older, more loved one? Ooh, that's a great question. So I think that's something that you have to sit with for a minute and see, you know, does hold the wallet, you know, make a connection with it and see if it feels really loved and appreciated, or if it feels worn. You know, what kind of intuitive hits are you getting as you hold a new wallet versus holding one that you've had for a long time. You'll get your own intuitive clue about whether or not it's time to move on to something new and fresh. I think every once in a while it is good to switch that up. Salt. What kind of salt? I like to use Himalayan sea salt. That's my favorite for energy clearing and absorbing energies. So that is what I put in my wallet and use for my energy clearing processes. So hopefully that answers your question. One more thing I want to share with you, holding on tightly to money. You get a little bit of money and you're like holding it tightly. You're like, oh, I finally have money. I'm going to hold it here and keep it just in case, and I'm going to protect it and keep it safe and be really responsible with it. And think about that again in terms of a relationship. If that person is coming closer to you and you grab them and you hold on tight to them, and then suddenly they're like, let go of me, give me some space. It's the same thing with money. And if you think of it also, in terms of holding money, like I have money and I'm going to hold it and I'm going to hold on tightly and I'm going to protect it, you can't open your hands to receive anything else. So by holding on to money and not letting it flow in and out, you are stopping the cycle, stopping the flow of energy. Money is energy. Energy needs to flow. So it has to come in, it has to go out. Has to come in, has to go out. And if you can change your perception around the money that is going out, as in, here's another bill that I have to pay. Look at all the ways money is leaving me right now. That becomes really heavy. But if you can think of it differently as I'm paying this bill and I'm supporting this other family because they're going to have money now and they're going to have money to spend, and it's going to come around full circle to me eventually at some point. So money does need to flow, and if you are hoarding money, you're really stopping your potential to receive more by not letting some of it go. It's just like breathing. You have to breathe in and out. You can't breathe out, or you can't breathe in unless you breathe out. So you have to have that whole cycle of in and out and in and out. Money's the exact same way. There's always that tip you hear every once in a while that if you're feeling like money's tight, donate some money or give somebody some money or be charitable in some way. Do some kind of charitable service for someone in terms of giving, and you will end up receiving in the end. And that there's so much truth to that. So keep that in mind. Holding on to money is not really to your benefit most of the time. Let's see. Suzanne says, I use citrine and green aventurine or pyrite because Teresa asked about crystals inside the wallet. Yes, I love crystals in the wallet. I definitely carry some with me. And Suzanne, those are great recommendations. Citrine is definitely a crystal that is related to luck and money, and aventurine also around protecting money, and pyrite is a very that's called fool's gold, but it's really very protective of the money that you have and also attracts more of it. So that's powerful. Suzanne says, I use red colored envelopes to send bills and write thank you on the back. I love that. That's a traditional Chinese a Chinese tradition, especially in Feng Shui, to make payments in red envelopes. You'll see that especially around the new year, where people will gift money in red envelopes. Red is a very auspicious color in the Chinese culture, and it is thought to attract more energy to it, and to really be a way of honoring the money. And it's so important. I love that you make that point about writing thank you on the back. If you are begrudgingly writing those checks and sending them out, think about the energy around that and the energy that you're sending out to the universe as you send that check and put it into the mail, versus if you take that time and as you're writing the check, take a moment to show gratitude and appreciation for what you have and for the service that you received, and for the money that you're able to pay to somebody else. It's a totally different kind of energy, and that energy is so much higher vibe, raises your vibration, and it helps you attract more of it to you. Holding on tight and that frustration around money, or that fear or doubt around money, is really setting you back so far in being able to attract more of it to you. So it's definitely about mindset. It's definitely about having fun with it, right? If you can think about it, like, I don't know where, I got these bills here, I don't know where the money's coming to pay them, but I can't wait to see how it's going to show up. Like, I can't wait to see the magical ways that it will show up. And it is energy, so it can show up in any way possible if you are open to receiving it. So, you might think, I'm not going to get enough in my paycheck to cover these bills. That's not the only way it can come to you. It could come to you as a gift. It could come to you as a service that somebody gives to you for free. Pay attention to all those ways that you're receiving things. Be open to receiving it in any form at all, no rules around it, and it will flow more freely to you. You guys, I did a really powerful course about money and prosperity about a year ago. It's called the Prosperity Intensive, and I actually offered it as a Black Friday special for $77 over the past weekend. And I want you to know I have not changed the price on that yet. So if you want more information about this type of stuff, money, the energy of money, specific Feng Shui tips and cures that you can use to help energize your house and the spaces of your house and attract more prosperous energy to you, that is still up, and it is still priced at $77. I think it's like a $420 savings over what it is normally priced at. So go into the news feed and look for that post and see if that speaks to you. Go ahead and purchase that, because it's full of information just like this and lots more that you can use to shift your energy around money and help you attract more of it. And also, we're going to do tons of rituals and cures to bring in blessings and energy and prosperity in the new year in the Feng Shui Rituals for the New Year program. So if you are looking to, change your energy, clear out those old energies, those old limiting beliefs, and invite in fresh supportive energy that supports joy, ease, prosperity, take a look at the New Year's Rituals program. It starts next week. It's so manageable over the holidays. I promise you, I'm not going to overwork you. It's all about the magic part of Feng Shui and making it fun and easy and light, and really harnessing these energies of the new year right now by celebrating them and telling them what we want to call to us. So I'm going to post the link to that in the comments, and check it out if you are interested in joining in. Before I go, I see some other comments popping up, so let me see if I can. Oh, Suzanne says, you like how I said it's not monetary, you have multiple things given to you. Yes, I mean, even free meals. If a friend invites you over for dinner and you don't have to cook dinner that night, or you don't have to go to the grocery store, that's something to show gratitude for and be grateful for. It really is a powerful thing to just notice the way all the gifts that you can receive, all the abundance that you can receive. It makes a powerful difference to notice all the things that show up that aren't necessarily just money, but things that really do make your life better, or that make you feel richer in all the ways that you can feel rich. Let's see. Did I get all the questions? Let me see. Yeah, I think that's everything. So you guys, I really thank you for being here. I hope this helps. I hope this has you shifting your mindset around money, shifting your energy around money, because money is just energy, and it can flow to you whenever you're willing to receive it. And when you shift your vibration around it, it makes it a lot easier to receive. So thank you for being here. I hope that helped you out. I hope you check out the programs that I mentioned, and I'll be back. I'll see you again with some other topics, maybe even over the weekend. I'm not quite sure what that holds, but I might pop in over the weekend with something to share. Thanks, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Take care. Bye.